I'll try not to be a smart aleck. I'm not sure that I'll succeed.
So I was 90 years old on February 12th. I've just always been healthy. I've always felt good.
I'm mobile, I'm still driving. I'm still able to teach 2 of the classes that I was teaching.
I play softball. Being 90, of course, I'm the oldest one there.
I was born with pretty good genes, I guess.
Well, the Wellderly are a very interesting group. Everybody wants to be in the Wellderly cohort because, as we've learned, they're not very common.
The Wellderly are people that have lived over 85 years of age and remained healthy and don't have any major chronic illnesses. They have pretty much, they're not taking many medications.
Well, I've never had an operation except this one little finger.
The goal of this study is to determine what's special about these individuals in terms of their genetics. And if we can discover what these genetic components are that protect them from disease, then maybe we can use that information to prevent disease in the average individual.
Well, what we did was whole genome sequencing. So there haven't been that many studies that use whole genome sequencing in 2 different cohorts. So we did whole genome sequencing of the Wellderly, and we compared that to a group of people at the Innova Health System who were not necessarily matched for age and certainly not for Wellderly status, but had the same platform of sequencing. So that gave us the ability to compare several hundred in each group to see what were the differences in the genome variants that would potentially account for this Wellderly status.
Sequencing is becoming more and more popular these days, especially whole genome sequencing. But the challenge and sometimes even the bottleneck in the whole genome sequencing now is becoming the data analysis, the bioinformatics part. So we use the existing algorithms, existing data structures and databases, and of course we develop new algorithms that in the end helped us come to a conclusion.
One variant, this ApoE variant that causes or predisposes individuals to Alzheimer's disease, we saw a difference between the Wellderly and the general population, where the Wellderly have a lower risk for Alzheimer's disease.
And the other thing that was really interesting and not at all anticipated is that there were common and rare variants of cognitive decline protection.
The health of the brain, maybe via behaviors or just generally in terms of cognitive health, is a very important component of living to an advanced age.
Yes, we read and enjoy.
I think I've always been active, very active, belonged to lots of clubs.
There's another really big part of this story. To have a reference genome of people who have had this extreme health span to over age 80, 90, and beyond. This is a good reference genome for people studying late onset diseases.
We're not immediately going to be able to translate these findings into better health for the general population, but in the long-term view, you might consider that if we can identify these variants that cause healthy aging, then maybe that can add to the body of knowledge which will eventually let all of us live to an advanced age and be healthy.
Well, this was the longest study I've ever been involved with in my career. It took over 8 years.
It was almost like looking for the needle in the haystack, and I really enjoyed that.
Well, I hope that by studying everybody's blood and their DNA, they will find some way to improve other people's problems.
When I turned 90, they said, let's have a big party. And I said, you better wait until I'm 100.
I'm having a ball.
So when I get to be 100, we're going to have a party.